welcome back to GT Retro World. Well, this is an introduction basically to a video that's been ongoing for the past couple of weeks regarding the Avanti AV-601 Interceptor, and to be honest, it's been a bit of a mixed bag of an antenna really. Anyway, the reason it come in two parts, this video, is because the first time I went to try and install it, I didn't realise I needed an actual pole for it, a 10-foot pole, which is actually part of the installation, which doesn't come with the antenna obviously. So a week later, put the pole on it, installed it, and away we went. Anyway, tried it. It works within reason, works extremely well on VHF, but the CB 11 meter frequencies is absolutely useless. I mean, the SWR on about American FCCs is 3.5 to 4, which is absolutely outrageous. I have no idea whether it needs lengthening or whether I maybe try it on a longer pole again, because obviously that pole is part of the antenna, and that's why it actually states at least 10 foot. I've tried it with around about 12 or 13 foot. I put a little bit on the end, on the bottom of it really, just to try and make it a bit bigger. It was a little bit of an improvement, but not enough, so I do plan on trying it on maybe a 30-foot pole in a future video, just something short just to try and experiment. But I did find an advertisement on the antenna from 1972, and it's quoted as being a station monitor. I'll put that advertisement in the video as well, along with the SWR ratios of the analyzer, and it's all over the place, but for VHF, stunning. I mean, ship to shore was booming in on that thing. There was a couple of lads on 2 meters booming in, 30-40 mile contacts, no problems whatsoever. SWR was great round about there. I mean, to be honest, it's almost like as if it's a VHF antenna, with 11 meters being an afterthought. The top end of 10 meters, it was, well, it wasn't useful anyway, it was useless, but it was actually dropping the higher we were going up, you know what I mean? So I think it just wants, I'm going to try extend that top section. Anyway guys, you'll see the video, see what you think of it, and we'll go from there. And what we have here today guys is the Avanti Interceptor AV-601, and it's a, dare I call it a dual band antenna. It's a J-pole design, and it'll run from 25 to 50 megahertz, and it'll also do 140 megahertz to 174 megahertz VHF, so it's quite a nifty little thing. I think, like I say, it's TX and RX on both of them bands, which is bonkers. I've never tried one of these, but I used to retail these a lot back in 2013 for a couple of years when I picked a boatload up from a guy in Holland, which had been through this before with the mag mounts. But I thought, what the hell to do, I'll pull it up. As you can see guys, these come in a very plain box, and that is it. I mean, I've dated these last time when I was selling them, because I always check the contents before I let them go, just a good check, and they were always wrapped in newspaper, and they were dated for around about 80, 81ish thereabouts. But the only thing is on here is to watch for power lines. That's the only thing on the box with the sticker, and obviously on this, well, it's got AV-601 on both sides there, but it's got the serial number on the back of this one. And that's the hook there when you use the hand hook them on your shelves on the rack, sorry, in shops. But anyway, I'll get one of these open. I had a bit of a knack getting these open one time, so I didn't damage them when they went out to customers. There's a little knack of getting these open. Let me just see if I've ever got to remember that knack. It just pulls out there, just that little loop, and you just pull that to the side of it. You can manage to get in there. See guys. There's the SO239 socket. You know what, I've never actually installed one of these. I'm going to. Oh my god, look at that. Little newspaper, yeah, there's the old newspaper. That's it, there's nothing else in that box. Like I say, I've got the catalogue. I think I've got this in one of the catalogues, or is it 401? I'll have to dig it out as well. I've got a few of the Avanti catalogues, to be honest. Anyway, we'll go through a few bits and bobs here. It's been a while since I've even looked at these, to be honest, and I really didn't take much attention when I got them. I just bought them at the time for a bit of pocket money. That's the Avanti warranty registration. See there, guys. This is the manual. It's actually a printout, really, or a photocopy. Have a look, see if we can find some specs. It's basically just the instructions of installing it. Trombone section, yeah. Like I say, these are a J-pole design. You can see that's how it should look. Well, I'll give this a go. Oh, that's a fiberglass standoff rod. Yeah, there's not a lot in there. There's no specifications as such. Only what I got from the catalog, I think. Right, here we go. Yeah, I remember reading this now. While it must be remembered that any dual band antenna, so it is a dual band, well it obviously is anyway, isn't it? It is a compromise on efficiency. The Interceptor may be used to transmit and receive on citizens band or VHF frequencies. Show you that there, guys, anyway, if you want to have a look at that. Page 1. That's safety measures and whatnot. To be honest, all the other Avanti antennas I've had, they've all been like a proper manual, like, you know, components. Oh, well, I'm getting this in alright. And that's the last page, guys. Right, so that's the manual anyway. If you want to pause that, you can do, or I'll take a photocopy and put it on my the Facebook group like page if you want, if you need that. Right, this is going to be interesting. I want to open this carefully. Oh Jesus! Let's have a look at you. Oh my! Shopping centres of the future will be bigger than Schaumburg's Woodfield, prettier than Chicago's Water Tower Palace, and more comfortable than a small town downtown. Alright, so this is showing you shopping centres of the future, and this is dated January 31st, 1980, and a paper called Business Beyond. I'm showing you like a development of areas there. Oh my god, grand opening here, Festival of Free Gifts. This is a place called First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Berwyn in Glen Ellen. Right, there you guys. This is the hardware for the antenna. Bits of fiberglass there, like the separators. And you've got something in there. Oh, there's another one of those watch for wire stickers in there as well. I don't know why I'd stick one on the box as well. It says, oh, here we go. See what it's been inspected by. There's an inspection label inside. Let's have a look. Inspected by Avanti Inspector No 1002. Inspector 1002, eh? There you go. Yeah, they're really nice, aren't they? They look half decent, considered 1980. Never been opened, this obviously. It's new. We put that back in there. Oh, so look at that there, they use masking tape to stick the paper down on the part of the antenna. Try and save this a bit there. There we go. This is going to be a decent antenna, you know. Like I say, I have never even seen one up. I sold a lot of them and everyone liked them. They didn't complain anyway, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a J-pole this anyway, definitely. Quite a simple design really, but what have we got here? Let's have a look what we've got on this newspaper. Oh jeez. Ladders. Bowman Hardware Co. Never heard of it. A music centre shelf, $49.88. Why 49? Why 88? Why 49.88? Why would we like 99 or 95? Is that an American thing? I don't know. I've got 99 over here, like with Moors. Goldblads. Oh, it's an home improvement centre. Yeah. And this is from the Chicago Chronicle, February the 3rd, 1980. I don't know what this place is. St. Paul's Federal Savings. All the comforts plus high interest at St. Paul Federal. Why would you want high interest? Oh, you actually want high interest in your savings, wouldn't you? Obviously. I was thinking of loans, to be honest. Alright, I see. So the more you deposit, you get gifts. See that, guys? So you get a free bed pillow if you deposit $3. And it goes on and on. What's this here? Yeah, here we go. Punk, if you remember, 14 cents a gallon of gas. 14 cents for a gallon of gas, eh? Saying that, you guys still moan about the fuel over there, don't you? It's damn sight cheaper than over here in the UK. Meet a family who do, if only because of their collection of motor memorabilia dating from a time when colourful gasoline globes hailed the drivers into the filling stations and a full tanker cost about $2. Jesus, full tanker. There's a bit of like you say, this is, oh sorry, it's the Chicago Tribune, this one. Chicago Tribune. My goodness me. You know what, these things are more interesting than the bloody antenna, aren't they? Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at this antenna. Well out of focus here, aren't we? And put the keys on there so that's blowing away. Yeah, before assembly you will need a mast 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 inch in diameter and at least 10 feet long. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind. So what we'll do, we'll extend this one.
1 week later.
Right guys, finally brought a bit of pulling this time round. It states, or quotes, before assembly you will need a mast of 1 1/4 or 1 1/2 inch. Now this here is actually 1 1/4 inch. And get all these bits out of here, we're going to need all these anyway. Notice these stickers for the wires over the cables are dry marks. Absolute brilliant signs, them sign company. Yeah, that's fantastic anyway. Used to use them all the BMX stuff years ago. Another thing I noticed as well, look. They're all flattened there. But anyway, so we need to couple the trombone section, which is this bit, to the upper part of the antenna, which is this, believe it or not. That is the upper part of the antenna. So it's like upside down really, in effect. I know a few people have been confused over these. So those basically I'll show you. I mean, I don't really need to be showing you this because no one's going to be putting one of these together. I think it's going to be highly unlikely, but there might be still a few out there. And another one of them, which is those guys, you see. And there. I think someone's locked the pup out. Could have been a bad boy or a bad girl. Right, so that's those in there on the trombone section. Those little fiberglass spacers. And the next job is to put these, make the trombone up with this upper section, which was, that's what they call it anyway. As you can see there, guys. Just see like it's upside down, this antenna. Like I say, I've never put one of these together before, but there's that section sorted anyway. Right, now it tells you to lay it on the floor, which it doesn't matter, you can lay it on here. Or over there for now, we don't need that for a second. Oh, that's a really upset pup. So, see, each hairpin goes over each section from either side of that fiberglass spacer. We'll leave them on the inside. Yeah. So flathead straight through, star washer. Yeah, it's clipped anyway. These go on the end. You can see these. Remember them old square things? Whose idea was it to put these together, guys? Mine. Right, there's no mention of what size bolts to put through here, but I'm figuring out here we've got 4 of these, and we've got those around about 3/4 of an inch, and those are an inch, obviously. And there's 6 of these, and there's 3 hairpins, so 6 of them, that'll be right, yeah. Back on the star washer, yeah, that gives us a bit more leeway on the back of there. Like I say, it's very vague manual. Shall I line them up so they want to be bang on straight up so to them. I'll get these other ones in, we'll come back. As you see, guys, there's the antenna separated with the hairpins, and obviously that loop will give it a different electrical length, I guess. Right, the next job here is to fit the mast, apparently, the mast to the trombone section, which we'll do now. It doesn't really matter, you see, it's just a bit of old hole. Just the right length as well, then. It tells you to leave, I think it was something like 3/4 of an inch off the top of the mast, which is somewhere like so. I don't think you're getting that there, guys, but anyway, it's pretty straightforward. And it's just one clamp on this part of the mast. And that goes underneath there. There's 2 little holes underneath it, you actually can't see them, but they're there. Stickers over them, so that's going to have to pierce it, aren't they? Which is unfortunate for the sticker, but just double check that. Yeah, it's fine now. You can see there, guys, that's see there, pretty straightforward. So you put that through there. There we are. Straight through the danger sticker there. The lower bracket that attaches to the pole is this one. It comes with 2 holes, one for 1.5 inches and one for 1.25 inches. Obviously 1 inch and a quarter, because that's what it is anyway. So this feeds over here, which is down here. It's actually tape unit where it is. I've measured there, that's 36 inches here from the top. And basically that goes on the 36-inch area, which is there. This here is the spacer. Again, this goes straight through the second hole, or the bottom hole, because it's 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, sorry, I'm not talking about there. And those feed onto the top like so, and there. Right, those feed through here, and there, and there. You get there in the end now. You see, it's the first one, this, guys. It's yeah, not the best instructions actually. I know a lot of people don't bother with instructions, but this is an odd antenna, very odd indeed. So, next job is to put a nut each side of here, so a nut in between here and a little bolt. Right, guys, as you can see, that's it attached to the mast, or the pole, whatever you want to call it. It's an old pole, but it doesn't matter. It's aluminium. As you can see there, with this being 1.25 inches, you just use the inner and the outers for 1.5 inches. And that's how it works. So that's most of it done. We'll crack on with the rest there. So the next job is basically to feed that. This is the top section, which actually makes it quite long. Surprisingly long anyway. Another spacer. This goes on here. Another hairpin, which goes over here, separates those two off. washer on there. Square nut. So that's the top section. Strange. Bizarre antenna. That guy's there. Bloody hell. And that fits on here like so. It's actually quite big now, you know. Right guys, there's the AV-601. Fully complete. Right. I would say it stands at about... God. I don't know really. Should we get a measurement on it? But there's the way it fixes to the mast. Or the pole, whatever you want to call it. You go 12 inches down from the top to this section here. For the first fix. And 36 inches to the second fix. And the top is fixed on here by a way of just a U-clamp basically. And the top's fixed onto here on the top of the mast, which is a little bit too baggy really, I'm thinking. It's fixed in with the top of this mast, so it's not going anywhere as such. And that's the other hairpin there on the top section. There's no bung for the top section, which is quite strange, but never mind. You just get one, and it's for here. For the trombone, so obviously the trombone will probably get to fill in the water if you're not careful, so that goes on here like so. And that's it. I mean, that is... This antenna now should be useful. I mean, to be honest, there's no way of even... Unless you trim it, which is nothing in the instructions to say you need to trim it or anything like that. This should be pre-SWR'd within reason for 10-11 metres VHF. That is an absolute freakish antenna, that. What I'm going to do, I want to give it a go shortly and see if we can get on with it. I'll check the SWR, that'll be funky, won't it? And although these are nipped up, they're just slightly loose, just to give an idea on there. I'm not overly fussed on that connection on the back of these there. I mean, these are made for American weather. I mean, look at this. But yeah, we'll give it a go anyway. But, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to measure the bloody thing, wasn't I? That's how long this bloody thing is. So we'll go from that end of that trombone, and it is just over 10 foot, 10 foot 2 inches. So that's 10 foot 2 inches. Each trombone is about 18 inches, and the top section is 5 foot. So yeah, that's alright guys really. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to feed to it, and I don't really need to put it high, I just want to have a mess about with it really. There's no point. Just for a little prat about, just to see what it's like. I'll zip tie it to this balcony and see how we get on with it, and go from there. See, at that time of the year, however, whenever I'm putting an antenna up, I get lucky with nice vapour trails off planes. I don't know if you can see it up there guys, it's amazing, very nice, beautiful day as well. Anyway, that's an up and down of the antenna. I'm thinking about extending that top section just to try, put another foot on it just to see what happens. Well, that was a bit of a mixed bag video, wasn't it guys? Bits of me putting the antenna up, 2 parts, went a bit crazy, but never mind. I found that quite, do you know what, I actually found the newspaper articles more interesting than the antenna, can you believe it? Whether it interests you guys over in the States or not, I don't know, but yeah, there's, my God, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, reading old articles and papers and advertisements. And yeah, I found that more interesting than that bloody antenna. Anyway guys, we'll maybe come back to that thing in the future. And if you like what you see, thumbs up wouldn't go amiss, guys, and a subscribe to the channel, be much appreciated. And we'll see you in the next one. All being well, it'll be a bit more of a success story, unlike that Interceptor, which is a bit of an oddball thing. We'll catch you later, guys.